And I'm not going to keep you that long today. Make sure that you do check out every Friday. I post a recipe. So I posted a recipe today from my 6-week experience and challenge, and it actually comes from the vegetarian section of our cookbook, and it is eggplant pizza. So check it out and give it a try. Good. Yeah. Give me a hello in the comments if you're here. So good afternoon, good Friday afternoon to everybody. And we'll see if this is a good time. We'll see how many people we get here. But you know that these are always recorded, and I put out a little notification, usually the day before, when I'm going to be live bringing you one of my, I think, pretty cool presentations. So if you don't know me, my name is Dorian, and I'm the founder of the Limitless Lifestyle Academy for Women and Sphericality Women's Lifestyle Wellness Center in Flemington, New Jersey. And, my passion is super passionate about coaching women over the age of 40, all women, but particularly my wheelhouse is over the age of 40. Hey, Sherry. And so I really like to help them navigate through different changes at this point of their lives, hormonal changes, and then also life changes that are happening for them, so that they can renew their bodies and their identities and their spirits, so that they can live super passionately into their legacies. So welcome again to my Did You Know mini series of wellness education. And thanks for hanging out with me a little bit on this Friday afternoon. I'm going to see who else is here. Okay. So I had asked you guys what you want to learn about. And one of the other things, I did a talk the other day about sugar, or not sugar, salt. And there was also interest in self-talk and how that relates to your wellness goals and your wellness goals to your life goals. So that's our topic for today. So here at the Limitless Lifestyle Academy, all of my programs are based on 6 lifestyle essentials that, if you weave them properly into your life, they're going to empower you to achieve your wellness goals and your vision for your life and legacy. And they are, and I will tell you, this is my little jewelry here. This is our logo. And if you look at the upper right-hand corner of the screen, that's our logo too. And that represents the interlacing of these 6 lifestyle essentials, which are balanced and optimized exercise, habit-based lifestyle nutrition, stress and sleep awareness, mindset, purpose, and vision, education and understanding your body, which is what we're doing in this little series, and community and fellowship. So self-talk. Self-talk is a really cool topic, and it falls into the mindset, purpose, and vision category, which I personally think is the most important category of all 6, because it's really the foundation and what drives everything else that you do. So I'm super excited to talk about it today. And it's really a key ingredient for success, right? We do, and those of you who are in my 4 seasons, 12-month program, you know this. We start the program with mindset, right? Preparing your personal wellness mission statements, right? To get in the right frame of mind and have your eyes on the right goal. So I see some more people are here. Please just give me a type in the comments that you're here. I would love that. So we have been practicing social distancing these past 7 months, right? I think you'd agree that at first it seemed a little weird, right? But now it feels less foreign. So today I'm going to talk with you about something called self-distancing for your wellness transformation. And I kind of stumbled upon this. I was actually researching something else about self-talk, and then I came across this, and I'm like, wow, this is really super cool. So that's what I'm bringing to today. So we all have this internal monologue all day, every day. We spend 24/7 with ourselves, right? It's this inner voice that guides us, sometimes not in the direction we want to go, however, right? So look, we all know that we shouldn't say negative things to ourselves or about ourselves. And said over and over, time and again, our brains start to believe that these things are our reality. So I've used this example with my daughters and my clients. So have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, "Ugh, I look really horrible today." Perhaps yes, right? I've done it. Or have you ever looked at someone else, a friend perhaps, and said, "You look really horrible today"? I don't think so, right? No, of course you didn't, or you wouldn't. So why would you say that to yourself? Think about that. Why would you say it to yourself? What gives us the permission to say those terrible things to ourselves about ourselves? The only difference between the two statements is the pronouns. I, the first person, and you, the second person, right? Same statement, one little word change. So self-distancing, self-talk is about separation from yourself, from the I to the you, right? This separation allows you to process something about yourself as if it were about someone else. Does that make sense? Throw questions in anytime if you have them while I'm talking, right? So by shifting your self-talk to that second person instead of the first person, it shifts the focus away from your primitive brain, right? And I've been talking a lot about the whole primitive side of how we're hardwired, right? So it takes that focus away from the primitive hardwiring in your brain, and the ability to differentiate between self and other. So you're kind of tricking your brain. I always say, like, your brain takes everything literally. So in self-distancing self-talk, you create this distance from your ability to differentiate between yourself and others. And that's called egocentrism. So your ability to differentiate between yourself and others. So what I'm talking about here is developing a self-distance perspective, right? Looking at yourself from the outside, or a self-immersed perspective from within, which tends to be the norm of how we talk to ourselves. So the self-distance perspective is, again, externally driven. So think about it this way. Why did you just eat that entire sleeve of Oreos, right? If you said, why did I just eat that entire sleeve of Oreos? Or, Dorian, why did you just eat that entire sleeve of Oreos? There's a curiosity there, wouldn't you agree? So a self-immersed perspective, on the other hand, is internal, right? Again, why, Dorian, why did I just eat that entire sleeve of Oreos? It feels different, right? There isn't curiosity there. It's more like shaming. So practicing self-distance has been shown to have several important benefits. And and what I've done is I've extrapolated this information, and I'm particularly thinking about it in terms of our self-talk for our wellness, but it really goes for everything in our life. So self-distancing actually lowers anxiety. It gives us more self-control, and it kind of fosters a wisdom. So I think you'd agree that these are important things: lower anxiety, more self-control, and wisdom, that we need to transform our wellness. Let me turn that guy off. Sorry, guys. Let me turn my notifications off here so they don't. Okay. Where was I? I was talking about self-control and wisdom. So the self-distancing is going to encourage you to self-reflect. And this is going to help you handle difficult emotions that come up for you as you work on transforming your health and wellness in a positive way. So it's going to help you cope with the negative emotions that arise for you. And those of you who are in my coaching programs, we talk about this stuff, and you know this, that there's a lot of emotion attached to wellness transformation and the way you see yourself, right? And your self-confidence. So self-distancing language is a tool that's available to you 100% of the time, right? It's there 100%. You can use it any time of the day or night. And that's one of the things that makes it so great. So let me give you an example. I'm going to go back kind of to the Oreos. Let's talk about healthy food choices, making healthy food choices. So if you're in the habit of eating processed foods that are highly palatable, right? That means they taste really good and crave them, salty, sweet, decadent, right? This has to change for you to reach your wellness goals. And you know this. This has to change for you to create a new identity of wellness for yourself so that you can never go back to those old ways that don't serve you. But oftentimes there are these emotional ties to eating food that is highly palatable, right? So I'm going to repeat it again. Why did I eat that sleeve of Oreos? Versus going into the second or third person. Dorian, why did you eat that sleeve of Oreos? Shame and curiosity, right? What would be your answer to both of those questions? So try this for yourself, right? Think about asking yourself in the first person and then asking yourself removed from yourself, and write down your answers and see what they would be. Let's take it in terms of your fitness and your exercise. Why did I skip my workout today? Or, Dorian, why did you skip your workout today? What would be your answer to both of those? I think they're going to be very different. So over the weekend, try to think about some of the habits in your life that don't serve you. It can be wellness related. I think the six lifestyle essentials are, pretty much encompass your whole life. So think about or notice some habits that do not serve you and you want to change, or maybe it's just something that happens and comes up over the weekend. When they come up for you, practice the self-distancing self-talk. Become aware of what you say when you talk to yourself, and moreover, how you say it, right? So I hope that this little talk on self-distancing has served you. Remember to check out the Facebook pages for our recipe of the week and other cool postings that we do throughout the week. So I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I'd love to hear some of your stories about practicing self-distancing. Just, come on into this post. Hi, Phyllis. How are you, girl? Yeah, so just come back into the post and tell me a little bit about what you did and how it worked out for you. Or if you just want to sit down and write down some of those questions for yourself and how you would answer them for yourself. All right. So again, have a really great weekend, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye, everybody.